once in a while there's a video game that tugs at your heartstrings. Games like Telltale's The Walking Dead, or that game company's Journey. Undertale is one of those epic indie runs that has the internet's collective hearts at a flutter. But this game also makes you think about your choices and their consequences. Whether you choose the neutral pacifist or murderous genocide run, this game is rife with lessons to live by, and also dogs. But whether you're one of Mettaton's true original fans or have no clue about Undertale, there are a lot of lessons that this game can teach you. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Panisello, and today on the Leaderboard, we're counting our top 10 lessons from Undertale. By the way, if you haven't played Undertale but plan to, then you should before watching because there are a lot of spoilers ahead. Don't ruin it for yourself. Number 1. Life has no reset button, and much like in life, the world of Undertale, there is no take-backsies. Everything you do or say counts, for you or against you, and this game remembers it. And I'm not just talking in a single game. Restarting your save file does not erase what you did. The game will remember and do it all too happily to call you out on it. If you played through a genocide run, you don't go back and make nice and pretend like you're a hero. Even if you do everything right the second time around, the damage is done. Kind of like how you can't undo spoiling the end of The Walking Dead for your entire friends list. Every decision counts for or against you. Sometimes characters get judgmental about things you did in the beginning, even if you try to make nice later on. And some of those NPCs will even remember what you did across different plays. But that's life. If you do or say anything cruel or hurtful, it's going to come back at you. That's karma, guys. You can't just hit reset and expect everything to be okay. Undertale teaches you that there are consequences to your actions. Number 2, life does give a chance to forgive. We can't undo our mistakes, but past actions shouldn't be held against you forever. Come on, guys, give me a break. I mean, people do change, they grow. Not unlike a flower, you know? Okay, it was a bad example. Instead, how about a loving but misguided lizard or something? Anyways, as the royal scientist Alphys was charged with finding a way to help monsters escape the underground and enjoy freedom in the world above. Without getting into a little too much detail, things don't go very well for her or her patients. Anything that involves flecking a strange liquid from an orifice is bound to get a little messed up. What's worse though, is that Alphys keeps this all a secret until her loving friends show her that she's worthy of a second chance. While it doesn't, remove her blame, coming clean to her friends and about the, abominable experiments on monster kind does allow her to move forward and clear up some of that stutter. Of course, in Underworld, it seems that it's okay to science the heck out of near-dying creatures and still be accepted by your group of friends. Well, if you are willing to recognize, apologize, and change your behavior from the past, there's a way out of your darkness. And when you get to the end of a neutral playthrough and confront your first best friend in Undertale, it's up to you to decide its ultimate fate. You can prove that you are the real monster in Underworld, or you can show him what human kindness really is all about. And that's going to take a lot more than sheer determination to forgive Flowey's smug, awful grin. Number 3. Pick your battles. When things don't work out, well, you can just take some advice from Sans and roll with it. It being just about everything in life that you can't control. Sometimes we stress too much about the things that are well beyond us and we don't focus on what's right in front of us. It's all destined to work out one way or another, right? Money problems? Don't worry. Just sell some fried snow for a few gold and, jack up that price when demand is high. You want dinner? Invite a friend out and thank them for treating you. Is that hard work dragging you down? Just go take one of your more scheduled breaks. It's life according to Sans, and that life is a whole lot easier one. But that isn't going to fix things forever. Sans has his own fair share of problems, and while it's sweet he's doing what he can to help, avoiding responsibility just because you think you know how things are going to turn out is no way to go through life. See, Sans is one of those characters that remembers what happened in your different saves, and he plays off of that in the game. And he just pretty much gives up. He's, funny about it, but there's nothing funny about feeling like you have no future, and it takes some pretty strong willpower to break him from that hold. Number 4, know your boundaries. Personal space. Yeah, It's a thing, guys. You can't go through life hugging everything you see, no matter how freaking cute it is. While some of the creatures in Undertale love to be pet, you can get a little too close. For instance, Molvig. You'll be reminded to respect its boundaries. Don't respect it and you get a face full of slime. If only we could slime everybody in the real world who, breaks our personal space. But for every monster out there that shows affection in non-physical means, there is one with a giant free hug sign just waiting for you to come closer to them. Some monsters crave the love and pets. Holy crap, do they love the pets. When you encounter Lesser Dog, you pet him, and you pet him again. You pet him so much that you almost think that you have a problem, and he will always accept it. He will always appreciate the pets. However, you will learn that while giving a little too much of a good thing, when left unchecked, is actually going to have some consequences. Number 5. Life's easier with a song. Life is tough, and that goes double for monsters of the underground. Sometimes when you're lying on the floor and feeling like garbage, all you need is a little song to get you through the day. People can connect and understand each other better through the power of music. And that's what pop sensation Mettaton represents to his fan base. I'm just saying, he's bringing the love. And music is there for your journey through Undertale as well. Some of the encounters can take a few tries, and having a rocking theme in the background totally helps out. And the Undertale soundtrack? Well, it's pretty rocking. You don't believe me? Come on, give it a listen. It sounds good even played on a chorus of kazoos. I mean, think about it. Suko G had an Undertale mix and it's wonderful. And if you're having a bad time, music can get you through it. If you see someone having a bad time, well then, maybe bring them a little music to brighten up their day. Number 6, education is expensive. Higher education is important to the denizens of the underworld, and as it should be to you too. Take the super kawaii cat dog-like creature who runs from Tem Shop in Temmie Village, full of Temmies named Temmie and one called Bob. Anyways, all Tem wants to do is go to college, and you can send her there too. You can sponsor this little Temmie's hopes and dreams for just, 1,000 G's. It's great that Underground U focuses on practical education because when Tem returns from Cool Leg, she's learned to sell a special new Tem armor just for you. Maybe this is Undertale's way of saying there's more to learning than reading, writing, and arithmetic. Practical education in applied studies, like teaching kids how to balance a checkbook and not buy, all the dog residue, while saving for something is an important lesson, an important life lesson. But I think there's something more here. Education isn't just about learning, how 2 + 2 = 4, or even how you should spell college. It's about the education of the soul and acceptance of people for who they are. Number 7, underneath it all, we're all just bones. What we believe may not always be the truth. Everybody develops a core set of beliefs as we grow, and sometimes those are challenged when we have to step outside of our bubble. Think about it. Papyrus and his hatred of humans. All his life, he has been told that they're an enemy. And his main goal in life is to, find and capture a human so he can prove to Asgore and monsterkind and himself that he's worthy of a place in the Royal Guard, and by extension, to be really popular. When he encounters a young human child, Papyrus is set to defeat you with his not so well laid traps. And as you journey on and continue to solve his puzzles, he grows to like you more and more, and you break all his beliefs about humankind by being one of the only people who shares his love of crosswords. And in the end, all he wants to do is be your friend. Maybe take you out for spaghetti after a show, show him some mercy, maybe go on a date or something. Okay, that got really weird, really fast. Anyways, number 8, some people are beautiful on the inside. So don't judge a book by its cover because, that book might be a robot who's a perfect clone of Ziggy Stardust. Mettaton doesn't look like that much at first. In fact, Mettaton's first appearance is so unassuming that there's a good chance you didn't even notice him in the snow. No, really. That's him on the colored tile puzzle. That's why he remembers it later. But anyways, beyond that, Mettaton is actually beautiful on the inside, and all it takes is a flip of the right switch. When Mettaton goes full David Bowie in his debut performance, he has every reason to boast. Just look at those legs. I mean, hello, ratings! And while Mettaton EX might seem like the type of robot who, to take a selfie every time he goes shopping for oil, he loves what he does and he wants to share it with the world. Media is the way of connecting with people. Just like some people post their, thoughts online or write fan fiction or create tribute art of their favorite couples, regardless if they're even meant to be together or not. So you do you, and you do you, you fabulous Bowie bot. Number 9, be true to yourself. We all have our own quirks and hang-ups. Maybe you're the super shy type who doesn't know how to express your feelings, or the boisterous type who expresses them way too much, or you crack a joke, for every occasion. Just stay true to who you are, and the friends that you make will be the ones that accept you for you. We see personal growth from all the monsters in Undertale, and the key factor is learning to accept and be true to themselves. Whether it's getting Sundareplane to acknowledge her feelings, or maybe giving Snowdrake the support he needs to get it big, these monsters are happiest when they're convinced to stay true to their own principles. Except Jerry. Nobody knows what his deal is. Number 10, determination. Don't give in, don't give up. Determination will keep you moving forward to victory. When things seem impossible, you just have to refuse to give in. Quite possibly the best lesson to take away from Undertale is that when things get the darkest, you are your own ray of light to keep shining on. And when that's not enough, look to your friends. Because in the end, we're not alone. We will always have the memories of our time together to keep us going on. And if you find yourself missing a friend from time to time, just drop them a message or hit reset on Undertale and enjoy your adventures with them once again. Or don't, because messing with the timeline that way is cruel and irresponsible. Didn't you listen to our lessons? There are no resets, guys. Thanks for watching the Leaderboard's Top 10 Life Lessons from Undertale. I'm your host, Stephanie Panisello. See you next time.